Hi fight fans, this is Ray from Split Decision Boxing. Welcome to my video. Hope you enjoy this one. Please remember, if you do like it, to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, please comment, please like, and please share amongst your friends. I'm going to talk today a little bit about one of our up and coming heavyweights who's proven himself a very formidable opponent, Daniel Dubois. I've spoken about him before. I've tipped him from the very beginning to become, in my book, he's a future world champion without a doubt. One of our other heavyweight fighters on the domestic scene, British fighters, is a guy called Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce has been on local radio, on UK radio, on TalkSport radio over the last few hours, and he's expressed a desire or willingness to fight Dubois, which is good news because I think it's the fight that Dubois needs now. Obviously, Dubois won his last fight in spectacular fashion, and he's looking to step up in class. And Joe Joyce would be, he'd be a good option, I would say. It works quite well, I think, for both of them. You've got so Joe Joyce, 34 years old, 9 knockouts and 10 fights, and obviously Dubois, 22 years old, 13 fights, 12 knockouts. So they'll be fairly evenly matched. They're at the same sort of level of their career, which is fantastic. And I think it would be a good test for either or. The only thing, the other thing about that as well, of course, is that they're both under the Frank Warren camp. So that would work well. It would make negotiations and putting the fight on much easier. The only thing that might sort of be a spoke in the wheel there is that Joyce does have other options on the table, and he's been ordered to fight Marco Huck for the vacant European title. So, he actually told TalkSport Fight Night that he was moved in the right direction and he's potentially got a European shot against Huck coming up. So, he said there's some big fights I'm going to be involved in. And he said, next year, world title. My view on that, I think Dubois would take him. I think Dubois would beat him. I think it'd be a tough fight because I say it's a different class to what Dubois has fought. Dubois recently spoke about this and he welcomed a potential battle against Joyce, but he said, he's just won the I think it's the Commonwealth title, and he's now got his eyes on the European crown. So, Frank Warren's got some work to do here to look at both fighters. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he would do it, because I guess you've got to put one of them in for European crown, and then the other one can challenge. But it's never as easy as that. I think it'll be an interesting fight. I do think it's a pity that these promoters, the likes of Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren and so on and so forth, can't. Why do they have to be in battle and in competition with each other? Because if all of them got their heads together and think of the money they could make, think of the great fights they could put on. Because one of the fights that I think Dubois, if I was looking after Daniel Dubois, you know what? Derek Chisora's opponents dropped out of his next fight. So it's left Eddie Hearn a bit of a headache trying to find I think they was he was sort of second billing in an up and coming bout, and to me, do you know what I'd say to Dubois? This is your chance, son. How'd you like a short notice fight? You're still fit. You only fought 2 or 3 couple of weeks ago, so you're still fit. You're still ring fit. Step in. This is your chance, right? Step in. Have a go against Chisora, because that's another level even higher. And if you can beat Chisora, bear in mind Chisora I think has lost about 9 times over his career, so he's not he's a tough cookie. But I think Dubois could take him. I know I'm very biased towards Dubois. I just think he's very, very good. So that's a fight I'd like to see. So Dubois and Joe Joyce, in Dubois Chisora, Dubois White, Dubois AJ, and then we move on to Dubois Wilder, if he's still the title holder, and Dubois Tyson Fury, who I think will be a title holder, and then Ruiz. I don't know. Ruiz is a different kettle of fish. Anyway, that's my quick views on that. Hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. Post, cut and paste this. Put it around everywhere. Put it on your Twitter accounts. And like, comment. Thank you very much. This is Ray from Split Decision Boxing.